Good evening everyone, my name is Fred from HilliansBricks, and every Monday we bring these installments of Lego investing videos. So I've started my Lego investing journey about 15 months ago after I started my Bricklink store, and I've got a storage unit full of Lego sets that I kind of document. So I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just here to share my journey along. So I do make mistakes, and I do plan on making these, like sharing these mistakes that I have made, so perhaps you can learn from it as well. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify a few things because from reading the comments, it seems that some people have some questions. So we do tend to talk about POV, so part out values, and people ask what is a part out value. So every single Lego set is obviously made up of Lego parts, Lego bricks, and minifigures, and maybe also sticker sheets. And all those elements get sold on a website called Bricklink. And this marketplace kind of keeps track of all the sales that happen over a period of time. So, and then you can see the average pricing for every single element for the last 6 months. That gives that piece of an average price. And then for every single set, it accumulates the total number of all the pieces that are in the set, the total value, and that's the part out value. Now, if you want to find out how to find the part out value of a given set, you go to the Bricklink website, you go under the section of, I think it's market, and then there's pricing guide, and you type in the set number and it will give you the part out value. Now, it's worth noting that this website is originally from the US, so the numbers are in US dollars. You can only see in local currency if you have a store set up. So if you're interested in pound values, for example, I do have a Patreon website where I share that information to all my Patreon members. So that just wanted to be clarified because sometimes people are asking what is the part out value. But yeah, here I'm going to talk about 3 sets, and again, like last week, I'm also going to add in a set that's already kind of sold, just to give you some examples of how things are working. So a lot of the sets I have are in my storage unit and I haven't necessarily sold. But let's get started with the first set that I want to cover today. And the first set that I want to cover today is 42109, the Top Gear Rally car. Its RRP is £125 and comes with 463 pieces, which is not a lot for this price, but it is a remote control car and it's got a motor. This is why it's so costly. So this was out from December 2019 to December 2021, so just about 2 years. It just retired, and I've got 5 of these. So I managed to get them at really good pricing here in the UK. My average buying price is £56.25, and this was when Argos was clearing them at like £50 and £60, so I snapped a few of those up. Now, the part out value for this set is not great. It's actually below the RRP. It's £88.40. Currently on eBay, these are listed for about £90 to £95. And on eBay, they recently sold for about £83, although one sold for the RRP value. So on Amazon, these are listed at RRP still for £125. And on Bricklink, you can snap these up for about £90. So what is my plan for this one? So for me, I am quite simple. I'm going to hold these sets. I'm hoping that as the initial volumes of people who are selling, kind of the volumes come down, the pricing will go up, and within a year, I'm hoping that then the price will have gone up. And my target price for this set is around £135 to £150 marks, just so I get to that 100% ROI that I always look for after fees and shipping costs. Now at number 2 we have 75894, the Mini Cooper Rally Speed Champion set. So this was RRP £45, comes with 481 pieces and 4 minifigures. This was out from January 2019 to December 2020, so 2 years, so it's officially retired. And the quantity for this, I've got 5, and I kind of bought this after I had retired, and that was probably a mistake. This is probably a set that I thought was going to do well, but it hasn't really done so well. So I bought, my average buying price was £42, and its current part out value is around £61, £62, and normally I thought Speed Champions would do well, but it hasn't for this one. So eBay is available for about £60 right now, and the recent sale value is about £55. And on Amazon you can get this for around £68. Bricklink, the lowest value that we have seen is £62. So for me, the plan for this one is to hold. You know, I'm going to keep a close eye on the supply and the pricing. See if the pricing starts to go up when there are less of them available in the market. I do hope that this will still go up in price over time, because Mini Coopers, there's quite a big fan base for those. So you never know. But my target price is £95 to £100 for this set. if I don't see a lot of development when supply goes down, then maybe I'll just have to shift it at a lower value and get a lower ROI expectation and just move it on and just reinvest the funds that I get. I won't make a loss on it, but still just, sometimes you better invest in other things. And next one is a set that's still active, and it's an architecture set 21034, the London Skyline. So this RRP is now £35, actually recently reduced from £45 to kind of bring in line with the market price in the rest of Europe. It's got 468 pieces, and this hasn't been around for like forever, right? So from January 2017 to still active right now, so it's still available. I've got quite a lot of these, and I've got 17 of them. And my average buying price has been quite high, I must say. It's about £30. Now, especially with the lowering of the RRP, that hasn't helped. You can sometimes get these for like the low 20s now, for about 23, 24, especially when you look from Amazon Germany. Part out value for architecture sets is usually not great. So for this one, there's no exception. It's £40. On eBay, these are listed for around £34. Recently, some have sold for around, 30-ish pounds. When you consider in shipping costs, but it's difficult to see because as an offer was accepted on them. On Amazon they are listed for £35, but interestingly you can see they're still showing the RRP and showing that the £35 is now a discount. Well, that's wrong. On Bricklink they are available from £32, and then clearly pay the shipping and things on top of that. So what's my plan for these London architecture sets? So I always think that architecture sets do well, but what I've seen from some of the three city skylines, the three key ones, like being London, New York, and Paris, is these are likely going to be lasting for quite a while, and because they're probably sold very, very well, and these are like probably something like tourists buy as a memory as well as a souvenir, and there's not any sign of them retiring anytime soon or being replaced. So from that aspect, I think it's not that great an investment right now. And what I'm likely going to do, because I've got 17 of these, is I'm probably going to start shifting a few of them to kind of lower my exposure and just get my money back. And then if I can still snap some up, maybe at like the 22, 23 pounds from Germany, then maybe I'll buy some more of those. But if not, I think I need to sell a few of them off and then reinvest the money into other things, because we don't know when it's going to retire, if it's ever going to retire. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. So that's why I think I just might need to just cut my losses, not necessarily losses, but at least recoup my money and invest it into something else. Maybe still keep maybe something like 5 in case once it does retire, then maybe it'll do really well. So I think 17 for me is too many for something that's, we don't know how long it's going to be around for. And then the final set is 10260, the Downtown Diner. So this is an example of set that I have sold already. So this was RRP of £130 in a modular building with 2,480 pieces and 6 minifigures. Now I do really like this building. I've got one myself built. This was around from January 2018 to December 2020. So 3 years, and it's now officially retired. And I bought my investment sets pretty much just as about they retired in December 2020. So I think even my Lego store still had some in January 2021 when they reopened after lockdown. And I bought 3 of those on top of my personal one, and I paid full RRP for these sets, and I have no regrets whatsoever, because the part out value still is very high for the sets, £251. Now on eBay they're currently going for about 255-ish or so. They've recently, some of them have sold at the £235 to £240 mark when we can take into consideration all the shipping. And on Amazon, these are listed for around 297 at the moment, but there's not that many available. And on Bricklink, the lowest you can see in the UK is £230. So what was the outcome for this set for me? So I pretty much sold these in October, November time. So I only held them for around 9 to 10 months. And I sold all 3 very quickly. Once one sold, the other 2 just quickly followed as well. And overall, I sold them on Amazon for around £300. Now, after fees and everything, that came down to about £250. So just slightly less than 100% ROI that I would usually look for. But I was quite happy just to kind of test how the modular buildings went. And yeah, I was very surprised that they went so quickly. So and I could see once my listing price wasn't always the cheapest, and more sets people kind of like undercut me, but eventually it still sold. I just kept my price, and it sold at a good margin, I thought, in such a quick period of time. So yeah, modular buildings tend to be the ones that do generally quite well over time. But yeah, that's it for this week. We will be back again next week. If you've missed any of our previous ones, go check out that playlist as well, because we do these every week. Every Monday we come out with our investment journey into Lego from a UK perspective. So yeah, give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.